Everyone around you is different from you in many ways. For example, not everyone has the same religious beliefs as you. A certain day, time of year, or season can mean something completely different to you than it does to someone else, especially someone believing in a different religion than you. My name is Malia Arrington, and this is my informative speech on the Pagan Wheel of the Year and their celebrations. If you're not familiar with where paganism came from, Peggy Saari in 2001 wrote about paganism being a result from the European Enlightenment period. Patricia D. Netzley in 2002 wrote that the Pagan Wheel of the Year is the cycle of nature that occurs at key points in the sun's journey across the sky. Today, I'm going to be talking about when the pagan celebrations take place, what happens at the celebrations, and how some of them correspond with the holidays on the Gregorian calendar, which is the calendar that most people in modern-day America go by, and most likely the calendar that you and I go by. Netzley wrote in 2002 that there are 8 different cycles in the Wheel of the Year. In 2013, the website thecelticjourney.com wrote that Samhain marks the beginning of the year in most pagan traditions. Also known as Halloween or All Hallows Eve, Samhain is celebrated on October 31st. It's a harvest festival and a fire festival. Large bonfires are lit and danced around, and masks are worn to frighten the spirits off. Next is Yule. Yule is celebrated on December 20th to the 23rd and is also known as the winter solstice, or Yuletide. It's celebrated on the shortest day and longest night. It signifies the promise of spring, and winter plants such as mistletoe or ivy are brought back inside from the winter. Logs are also burnt, symbolizing growth, and then the ashes are then spread for hope and increased soil fertility. Next is Imbolc, which is celebrated on February 1st through the 2nd and is also known as the Feast of Lights or Candlemas. It's a fire festival, and at the festivals, milk is poured onto the earth for spring to emerge quicker. Spring cleaning in homes takes place, as well as ritualistic body cleansing. Following is Ostara, which is celebrated around March 20th to the 23rd and also known as the spring equinox. It signifies the full return of spring, and many fertility festivals take place. At the festivals, eggs are dyed red and other pastel colors. Spring flowers such as tulips and daffodils are used for decoration. Next is Beltane, which is celebrated on April 30th going into May 1st and is also known as May Day. At this fire festival, celebrators leap over the fire and hope for purification and safe travels. Women also jump over the fire and hope for increased fertility. Common decor in houses for May Day are flowers and red ribbon. Next is Midsummer, which is celebrated around June 20th to the 23rd and is also known as the summer solstice. It is the longest day of the year where people dance around fires at festivals. It is believed that the pagan god is at his highest power at this time and will only continue to grow weaker as the days become shorter. Hand fasting or marriage ceremonies is also very common at this time. Following is Lunasa, which is celebrated on August 1st and is also known as Lammas. It is a harvest festival where lots of berry picking, feasting, dancing, and baking takes place. Excessive sunflower decoration is also seen due to the recent full bloom prior to the Lunasa cycle. Last but not least is Mabon, which is celebrated around September 20th through the 23rd and is also known as the fall equinox. It is a harvest festival and celebrated when the time of light during the day and the time of dark at night is equal. At this time, winter is coming and a big amount of drinking is taking place to celebrate. Feasts and offerings to the pagan gods and goddesses are also taking place. As you can see, parts of the year you may not think are important as a pagan believer are actually extremely significant to those who practice paganism. On February 2nd, you might be looking for the groundhog to come out of his hole to determine if you have a longer winter, but others may be celebrating Imbolc. On March 23rd, you might be looking forward to your spring break, but others will be celebrating Ostara. Every day, you're surrounded by people who may have completely different religious beliefs than you. I hope you learned today how true that is and how everyone around you may look at the world in a religiously different way than you. Thank you for watching.